Hi all of you, this is my first video. If you like it, please do share and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Come to the topic. Today we are going to discuss the chapter number systems from 9th standard NCERT. Okay, to understand this number systems, let's assume that we are in ancient period, thousands of years ago, where we don't have any number. Now we are in ancient period where we don't have any number. Okay. Now I want to ask one question to you. Consider this question as case 1. Okay. Now the question is, how many chairs are there? Tell me how you are going to count the number of chairs here. Now we stuck with the problem. We don't know how to count. Yes sir. Now we stuck with the problem because we don't know how to count. The problem which we are facing now might be faced by different living groups like Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, Mayans, etc. But to find a solution together, there is no communication between these living groups. Their living style is different, our living style is different, their way of thinking is different, our way of thinking is different. So let's see what happens. Come back to the question, how many chairs are there? One of my students trying to show, means as per their perception, one finger represents one chair. Good. Now, how many pens are there? Good. How many pencils are there? Please don't try to use the fingers of flex. It's impossible. Let's represent by using tally marks. Here, one mark represents one pencil. Here, one mark represents one pencil. Good. For example, I asked one question to you. For example, I asked to count a large number of articles. Is it possible to represent by using tally marks? No. It is clear that by using fingers and tally marks, we cannot represent larger numbers. So what we have to do now? What next? Let's make some symbols. We as Indians made some symbols to represent the numbers. Egyptians made some different symbols to represent the numbers. Romans made some symbols, as we know, I, V, X, L, C, D, M. Same is the case with Babylonians, Greeks, Mayans, etc. Okay, now we are using these symbols to represent the numbers. But still, it is very hard to remember all these symbols. Even it is hard to represent large numbers by using these symbols. So, what we have to do now? Actually, presently we are using these symbols. Now, thousands of years passed. Smallest living things expanded to states, countries, continents. Now the status of communication is good. Now, we all together finalized our base 10 number system, that is Hindu-Arabic number system, and those Hindu-Arabic numerals are 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. See children, actually what was our first problem? Our problem was counting, right? So for just counting only we discuss these numbers. For counting only we discuss these numbers. So that these numbers can be known as countable numbers. And we given a special name to these countable numbers, that is natural numbers. Natural numbers. And see children, these natural numbers are denoted by capital N, as the word natural is starting with N. Okay, see children, now we have natural numbers, and natural numbers are starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Yes? See children, actually in our real life also, as per records, firstly the numbers are represented by fingers, and then we use tally marks. and then we made some symbols, and lastly we have made a common number system, that is Hindu-Arabic number system. Okay children, what was our first case? Our first case was how many chairs are there for counting, right? And as case 2, if you see, there is no chair. There is no chair. Then how you are going to count? How you are going to represent? How you are going to represent nothing? Now we need a symbol, right? Yes, now we need a symbol. And now we made 0. Now we made 0 to represent nothing. We made 0 and added to this natural number set. These are natural numbers. To the natural numbers we have added 0. And we get a special name to this new set of numbers, that is whole numbers. That is whole numbers. And see children, these whole numbers are denoted by capital W, as the word whole is starting with W. Okay, good. Now we have natural numbers and whole numbers. And see children, let's revise our 2 cases. Our case 1 was, how many chairs are there? There are 4 chairs. Next, our case 2 was, there is no chair, there is nothing. And now as case 3, there are no 4 chairs. There are no 4 chairs. How you are going to represent this less? How you are going to represent this less of 4 numbers, lack of 4 numbers? Now, let's revise. Our case 1, there are 4 chairs, more than 0. Our case 2, there is no chair, nothing, 0. Now our case 3, there is no 4 chairs, less than 0. So what are the numbers which are less than 0? Yes, now we found negative numbers. Now we found negative numbers which are less than 0. Now we found negative numbers and added to the set of whole numbers. These are whole numbers children, and to the set of whole numbers we have added negative numbers. And I gave a special name, and we gave a special name to these new set of numbers, that is integers. Integers. And see children, these integers are denoted by capital I. These integers are denoted by capital I. And see children, these integers are also denoted by capital Z. Then what about this Z? Z comes from German word, that is Zahlen, which means to count. Okay. Now see children, we have natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. And see children, if we discuss about this 0, actually first we got natural numbers and we added 0 to the natural number set, then it became whole numbers, and then we made negative numbers and added to whole numbers, and the new set we have taken integers. If we discuss about this 0 for a while time, actually 0 firstly invented by Mayans as per records. But in our India, 0 is invented by the famous mathematician Aryabhatta. And another famous mathematician Brahmagupta, Indian mathematician Brahmagupta, in his Brahmagupta Siddhanta mentioned that 0 is neither positive nor negative. So 0 plus positive numbers gives positive, 0 plus negative numbers gives negative. Okay. Now these 3 cases we discussed. As for 3 cases we got 3 types of numbers. Those are natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. And see children, one more thing here. Actually, when we are making Hindu-Arabic number system, we understood one method. We understood 2 methods. And we used 2 methods to make the pattern, to make the base 10 number system. And those are addition and subtraction. And see children, addition, for example, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. And see children, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, means double of 2 becomes 4. 4 minus 2 means half of can represent this half? How you can represent this half? Let's see one more example. For example, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to how much? It is my question. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to how much? It is my question. Okay? And see children, 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, 6 plus 3 is equal to 9, 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. Okay, good. You have done. And see, here 3 is added itself by 4 times. 3 is added itself by 4 times. For example, I asked you one question. If 3 is added itself by 1000 times, if 3 is added itself by 1000 times, then how you are going to add here? How you are going to calculate? Is it possible to count like this by 1000 times? No, it's impossible. Now we need a shortcut method, right? And see children, here 3 is added by itself 4 times. I got 12. And the question is 3 is added by 1000 times. Then what could be the answer? It is my question. Here we made a shortcut method, that is multiplication. To get the addition easy, we made multiplication. We made multiplication tables and the new process, that is multiplication, we made. And see, here 3 is added by 4 times, so that 3 4s are 12. 3 4s are 12. And my question is, 3 is added by 1000 times, then I am going to get 3000. Here I made this addition easy. Because of the process multiplication. So that this multiplication is just repeated addition. And if I ask one more question to you, how many 3's are there in 15? How many 3's are there in 15? Means 0 to 15, how many 3's are there? 0 to 15, how many 3's are there? And see children, 0 to 15, how many 3's are there? It is my question. So that what I am doing here, I obviously have to do subtraction here. 15 minus 3, I am going to get 12. It is first 3. 12 minus 3, I am going to get 9. Second 3. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Third 3. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Fourth 3. And 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Fifth 3. Means 0 to 15. 0 to 15. I got 5 3's. 0 to 15. I got 5 3's. I have done by using subtraction. Right? And see, for example, now my question is, how many 20's are there out of 1000? How many 20's are there in 1000 is my question. Is it easy to use this method now? Is it easy to use this subtraction method now? No. So that now I need a shortcut method. Now we need a shortcut method. And see children, how many 3's are there in 15? So that I have done subtraction here. Now to find number of 20's in 1000, it is impossible to use this method. It is possible, but it takes time. Yes or no? So that now I am going to make a shortcut method. I am not. Actually, our ancient mathematicians made. Okay, division. Now I am going to make a division. See, how many 3's are there in 15? How many 3's are there in 15? So that, see here, 15 by 3. Now we are familiar with multiplication. 3 1's are 3 5's are. There are 5 3's are there in 15. There are 5 3's are there in 15. And my question, how many 20's are there? How many 20's are there in 1000? 21's are 20, 50's are. There are 50 20's are in 1000. There are 50 20's are there in 1000. And see children, if you could observe, here we got a new type of number, that is 1000 by 20, 15 by 3. Yes or no? Now we got a new type of number, that is 15 by 3, 1000 by 20. This number is in the form of P by Q, right? This number is in the form of P by Q or A by Q, whatever it is. Okay. So what are the numbers which are in the form of P by Q? We have to give a special name. Yes. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q are known as rational numbers. The numbers which are in the form of p by q are known as rational numbers. Okay, rational numbers. And see children, if we discuss about this rational number, just wait. Rational numbers. Rational numbers. The numbers which are in the form of p by q. And see children, where p and q are integers here. Where p and q are integers here. And here q must not be equal to 0. Q must not be equal to 0. Because if you are taking divisor as 0, it is meaningless. When we are going to take divisor as 0, it is meaningless. We cannot divide by 0 here. It is meaningless. It is undefined. And see children, these rational numbers are also be known as fractional numbers. Fractional numbers. Okay, fractional numbers. And see children, if we observe this p by q, this p by q we can say as per a number, as per a division we can see. This p by q as per fraction we can see. This p by q as per ratio we can see. If you see as per division, dividend by divisor, dividend by divisor. If you see as per fraction, numerator by denominator. If you see as per ratio, antecedent by consequent. Yes? And see children, so that actually rational number it is a fraction. Rational number it is a fraction. So that rational numbers can also be known as fractional numbers. And see children, this p by q can also be seen in the view of ratio. So that actually if you discuss this word rational comes from the word ratio. The word rational comes from the word ratio. And see children, these rational numbers are denoted by capital Q. These rational numbers are denoted by capital Q. Sir, actually rational numbers are starting with R, then why we are denoting by Q? There is a reason. See children, the value of rational number if you see, the value of a rational number if you see, dividend by divisor is equal to quotient. Dividend by divisor is equal to quotient. If you see 15 by 3 is equal to 5. The value of 15 by 3 is 5. The value of 15 by 3 is 5. The value of this rational number is 5. The value of this rational number is 5 here. So, as the value of a rational number is quotient, rational numbers are denoted by Q. Q comes from the word quotient. Now, hope you understood about natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Let's revise the numbers by using tree diagram. Okay children, let's revise the numbers by using this tree diagram. See children, first natural numbers, countable numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. And to the natural number set I added 0. And the new set of natural numbers and 0 became whole numbers. And to the whole numbers I added the negative numbers. Negative numbers have been added to whole numbers, and the new set I got, that is integers. Okay, to the integers I added fractions which are in the form of p by q. Then I got rational numbers. And see children, apart from these numbers we also have 2-3 more numbers here. If we discuss about the numbers which are not rational numbers, numbers which are not rational numbers are called as irrational numbers. Means the numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q. The numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q known as irrational numbers. Actually, to understand the irrational numbers, we must understand rational numbers briefly. Okay, see children, rational numbers, the numbers which are not rational numbers are irrational numbers. These irrational numbers are denoted by q dash. And the combination of these rational numbers and irrational numbers, can be known as real numbers. And these real numbers are denoted by capital R. Apart from these real numbers children, we also have imaginary numbers, and the combination of real numbers and imaginary numbers are complex numbers. About these complex numbers and imaginary numbers we are going to discuss in our class 11th. Okay. See children, I hope you understood these types of numbers. To check your knowledge, please attempt the quiz. The link of quiz is given in the description. check your knowledge. Thank you so much.